You have one new message. Translating. Disney and Pixar's Hoppers is now available on Disney+.
You could say that again.
Critics are calling it Pixar's funniest movie ever and a wildly entertaining ride. Blizzard Potato. It's certified fresh and verified hot.
Now we party.
This is incredible!
Wow, I am clearing the rest of the day.
Disney and Pixar's Hoppers, now available on Disney+. Rated PG.
Hey, it's Bill from the Bill Simmons podcast. FIFA World Cup 26 fans, listen up. Is the official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 26. Michelob Ultra is giving away $1 million worth of FIFA World Cup 26 tickets and prizes. Enter now at MichelobUltra.com/superior access/FIFA World Cup 26. Michelob Ultra FIFA World Cup 26 superior access. No purchase necessary. Open U.S. residents 21 plus begins on December 1st, 2025. Ends on July 31st, 2026. Multiple entry periods. Visit www.MichelobUltra.com/superior access/FIFA World Cup 26 for free entry deadlines, prizes, and details.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Tuned Into Tennis. I'm your host, Myles David, and we are about to get into some colorful tennis conversation, some of the best on the internet, if I do say so myself. I am happy that you could let me borrow your ears for another episode. And if this is your first time listening to the show, thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys have been enjoying this year's Australian Open. I surely have been having fun with it. Honestly, I'm very close to giving it a 5 out of 5 stars. Between some of the viral moments, outfits, and actual tennis competition itself, I'd say 2025 is off to a hot start down under. I hope I don't jinx that, by the way. But something else I actually am giving 5 stars to is the newest podcast on the market, Serving Up the Tea. Now, I don't give up my 5 stars lightly, but these two ladies, Bems and Ace, have certainly done the things to make me stand up and take notice of their commentary on tennis. And you guys already know I'm rooting for everybody black, like Issa Rae said. So the fact that Bems and Ace have African roots is A-okay with me. Let's welcome these two onto the show for the very first time. Welcome to Tuned Into Tennis, Bems and Ace. How are you guys?
Hi, Myles.
Hi.
We're good.
Should we do our intro?
You guys
sure.
You guys from home didn't see how they looked at each other. It was so cute, like in a sitcom.
So I'm Ace.
And I'm Bems. And we're the two gals from Serving Up the Tea.
Yes.
We're really excited to tune into tennis today. Myles has really, I feel, created a community around tennis commentary, and it's been really fun to be a part of it. And so we're really honored to...
Especially for the black.
Period. For the girls and the girls.
I know, the girls and the girls. The girls that get it, and the girls that don't, just don't.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm happy to have
So
y'all.
we are absolutely thrilled. Yeah.
Let's get into some things. Wait, did you want to say something else? I'm
Yes.
sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. I was going to say that I agree with you in that the Australian Open 2025 is a 5.
No, it's been so good.
It's been really good.
Like upsets,
It's been really good, yeah.
comebacks. All the men seem to be playing 5 sets. Like nobody knows that you can win in 3.
Maybe they didn't get that memo.
They never heard about it.
It's been a good one.
I appreciate it. How have you guys, like, I mentioned at the top that you guys have African roots, and I know one of you may be in the middle of like moving, and you guys have bases in other places besides Africa. But my question is, how has you guys' sleep pattern been, and how has the coverage been as you kind of go from where you are in your bases?
So me personally, I don't lose sleep. Right now, in this period of my life, it's not possible. So I have not been able to like stay up super late to watch matches because they usually start at like 4 or 5 a.m. our
midnight.
time.
Oh, midnight.
See, I'm in bed by 10.
That's true.
And awake by 7. So maybe I catch like the tail end of a few,
The
which
night
I
session.
have. But I've been A-okay.
She's a
Bems,
highlight
on the
girl.
other hand, is dealing with jet lag plus Australia. And like she's being stretched in both directions.
Exactly. Rod Laver usually starts at midnight here. Margaret Court and John Cain get started a bit earlier. Like by midnight, they're usually like warming up and stuff. What I normally do though is if there's no matches I actually want to watch, I just go to sleep. But if Coco's playing, when Naomi was playing, Carlos is playing, Sinner, I try and stay up to watch those. And then usually by the time I'm waking up in the morning, the night session is going. So I usually get to see those night matches and stuff. But it's been good. It's been worth staying up, I feel. The only match so far that I've been like, is this worth me being awake, was Raducanu Świątek.
So bad. And I'm the type of person, like, I can look at highlights and still be just excited as...
Yeah.
Like, I'll deliberately not look at the scores. So I'm just watching it.
She watches highlights like it's the actual match. Like, she cheers and everything.
It's enough for me.
She's like, oh,
I'm screaming at a highlight.
the results are out. You don't have to do
An extended highlight? Oh, my God.
The Australian is so good for that, though. Like, they give you multitude of options.
Like,
They're very good.
I was gonna say at some point, like, I really love their branding and everything that they've done with their marketing. I stuck in my head.
I love it. Yeah. But yeah, I think so. In Ghana, there's really only one major cable provider, which is called DSTV, and although monopolies are bad for the economy, it's really good for sports viewing because they don't have any competition. So basically, like fighting for rights and stuff. So there's a dedicated channel for every court. Rod Laver has its own channel. John Cain has its own channel. Margaret Court has its own channel. And then there's 2 variety channels that switch between the show court and court 1475 or whatever. So you can literally watch any match.
That's a brand or a sponsor.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't going to get the number right, but so you can literally watch any match anytime.
That's great.
That you want. And if there happens to be like a doubles match or something on one of like the outer courts that isn't on TV, then I just put on my VPN and use my Hulu Plus subscription that I sold for my best friend. So
yeah,
that sounds good. It sounds similar to here in the States, the ESPN Plus feed, where kind of every court has this own feed, and you kind of just tap in when you can. But I don't know how I would manage if the matches started at midnight, because they start for me at like 6:30 Central, 7 o'clock. Sometimes.
Oh, that's a good time.
In the evening?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's not that bad at all. That's nice. Like, you can come home from work and like have tennis to
settle down with your dinner.
Yeah.
Do your popcorn and wine like Olivia Pope. Get your vibe set to watch some tennis.
Exactly. For me, I have to like decide like, okay, do you want to stay up late and then also have sleepless nights because of the adrenaline of watching Coco play? Or do you want to just wake up and see the score? And I always choose the adrenaline, unfortunately.
I can always watching tennis. I'd be going to sleep though.
So she wakes up to like me live texting her the matches. Like,
but don't you get that thrill of like excitement? Like, oh my God, all this happened while I was sleeping, but like I'm up and I gotta, like really put
love it when I can like be really concise and like go through everything all at once. Like it's already happened.
She loves it.
And then I can see if the scoreline looks interesting and I can see what people are saying, I'll choose like to watch certain matches in full when they do come out. But all in all, just a really good and efficient use of my time.
For sure.
We're tennis crazed, and that's okay.
Raducanu kind of played me.
Yeah, Raducanu got beat to sleep, unfortunately, by Iga in that 3rd round. As we transition from our sleep patterns and stuff like that, what looking big picture has sent you guys the biggest shock or surprise so far in Australia? It can be any match, any moment, anything like that, before we get into like the weeds of the second week.
So Qinwen Zheng.
Yeah, just bowing out round 1, was it?
And it wasn't just so much of her losing; it was the fact that Laura Siegemund laid on the ground like she had just won the Olympics or
First of all, so annoying.
I was like, "Get up!" First of all, get up. I thought you were injured. What are you doing on the ground?
But I will say it's pretty incredible what she's doing at her age.
Don't do this. Don't do it. You always.
I have to.
Is she above 35 or in the 35 range?
She's like 36, allegedly.
She moisturizes well, because I would give her that age. She uses sunscreen, I think.
I don't like her at all.
Bems, you walked me into it because I was trying to be nice. I really was trying to be nice.
No, like I don't have a kind.
I also don't really like her. That's why I said annoying. But
I wanted to add to the conversation, but I don't.
Like I imagine for her, it's like she didn't expect to go that far.
Past the second round? Or was it
It was the second, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was the second round Jing Chin-Wen lost. And like, to be honest, I'm not super shocked because Jing Chin-Wen didn't play a warm-up at all. And it was like, you could have thought, Yeah.
Yeah, photo shoot. She was
Also
busy.
obligations. Yeah.
But she also
was
didn't take that
busy.
much. She didn't take that much time off between the WTA finals and the end of the year, because that WTA finals match is like mid-November ish, and then the tournaments kind of start in Christmas. So it's a solid month, which I feel like you should be able to use in tennis. And the 2024 that she had, it's her right to kind of get some rest. But if you aren't like in your groove, Laura Siegemund is not who you want to play, and that's kind of what showed. So I wasn't too shocked, but I do like
She
Jing
does
Chen a
have
lot.
some skills, but she also has a mental thing that she does. Like, I can't take it. She has some skills, and then she knows how to get into her opponent's head.
Are you suggesting gamemanship?
Yes, and Quinn Wen, I think, is very emotional.
Yeah, she
lives in her
responds
emotions
to what her opponents are doing,
Yeah.
even though she tries to act like, oh, I don't know, I'm just in my zone.
She does feed off
I
of
think it
what's happening
affects
across
her.
the night. Yeah, I think so.
Which is why she can't shake nobody's hand.
Well, that'll do it.
She does shake their hand now. Now that's something she said she does.
Very brief. Very brief.
Is that a shake? It's more of a spittle. I also didn't love to see. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
If I empathize with her as like a 22-year-old, and I was like playing tennis as my like livelihood, and I had just lost a close match, I'm empathizing with her because she, to me, feels like she deserves it at this point in her career, because she seems very authentic. There would be if there was a camera on my face at all times after I had just lost a tennis match, you would catch me sometimes looking salty. It's just the natural. That's the natural flow of things. If you lose at things, you're going to be upset.
I also I make jokes, but I like competitive spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the way Danielle Collins behaves, I love it.
She's obsessed with Collins.
Obsessed.
So do you love the moment that she had? You love the moment she had against Destiny Aiva?
Yes.
Girl.
Because I feel like her competitiveness, well, for Danielle Collins, she never really directs it at the opponent.
She did it to Iga.
Yes, she does. That was for her country. She had the United States flag on her back. I feel like that was a different level of competitiveness. It wasn't personal.
I think also Iga is annoying.
Have we figured out though? Have you guys been able to piece together what the issue may be between those two from the moments that they've had?
I think that Iga comes across like mousy and I'm just here to play my game and da 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 da.
And someone that like Danielle is just
she probably finds it annoying because I find it annoying. You know what I mean? I find Iga Swiatek's brand and just comportment very irritating.
She's very young and
okay, well the young shall grow, but I just I don't like watching her play. It's not fun to watch. You know what I mean? Sabalenka is somebody who dominates, but it's interesting to watch. I don't have any interest watching Iga Swiatek play. And I think that Danielle is a bit of me. I think that's annoying.
You want to nag her because you're react.
You know what I mean? And then she always makes these sly, underhanded comments, but she does it in that mousy voice, so you can't really say that she's rude. And she's always doing her comments today about Coco, and I also don't know why they brought up Coco in the interview. That was weird.
Yeah,
but then she's like, "Oh yeah, I wasn't fit, and I wasn't. I have to be ready to run because Coco." Just admit that Coco's game is improving because it is, and say that you need to change your tactics. But you haven't been fit for the 2 times across a span of 2. I don't actually. I don't.
So for real.
This isn't about Iga, but long as I think she gets people's skin because she's annoying. And she is.
I think what you guys saying is a valid critique and your opinion, but it also made me think for a second. Is it good to have representation of somebody like Danielle Collins in tennis? Because she brought up a good point. That's both of you guys brought up a good point. You see more of yourself in Collins than you do Iga, and also you're not afraid to say that. And I feel like tennis as a culture takes it offensively when you say when you outwardly say you're not a fan of this person or you really don't like the way they play tennis or their brand. But for some reason, it hits hard for Iga fans. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. In online and offline, it feels like there's just something about her that is polarizing to people in a weird way.
I think that people I don't like if you ask an Iga Swiatek fan like what they like about her, it's really just that she wins. And I think that like it's difficult
about more than that.
It's difficult to defend being a bandwagon fan. So you get like hyper triggered when like people aren't putting her on billboards and people aren't like super hyped up about her. And they're maybe more hyped up about lesser ranked players or lesser skilled players that have more personality. I think people take like personal offense because it triggers them to realize that they're actually a bandwagon fan and they're supporting someone who's as boring as a can of paint.
Does that mean they see themselves as boring too? Like they like, hey, I'm boring. That's why I like Iga.
Well,
I'm wondering, like, maybe it's like a cultural thing why I don't really understand Iga's personality. Like, I'm not familiar with the Eastern European cultures. So maybe there's a disconnect there.
But there's other Eastern European girlies that are fun. Kostyuk, Svitolina.
Oh my God. I love Kostyuk.
Yeah. Even the Serbian girl, Olga, who's doing really well right now.
Danilovic, but like didn't she grow up in America?
Did she?
I don't know that.
Because we have to talk about how there's that Twitter guy who tweeted that like
Jose
her
Morgado?
dad, yeah.
He's an idiot. First
her
of all,
dad is a former NBA player and her boyfriend apparently is a football player. But today is all about her.
But you listed all these
after
other
you literally
people.
made it about everybody else.
He's a psycho. He also tweeted that, Monfils isn't going to be able to keep up his level. And then Monfils
He literally kept the level and raised it.
superseded.
I'm not taking up for him, but sometimes you do be live tweeting and what you tweet comes back to bite. It happens sometimes. It happens.
But then you have to be man enough to go back to the tweet and say that you were wrong.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to go back and spin it and be like, ha, ha, ha.
I mean, I do like a good, like, look into people's backgrounds. So I appreciate it. I definitely Googled her right away. I was like, who is her daddy?
I know that's right.
No, I just
Who
thought
is she dating? I know the phrasing was crazy.
The phrasing of the tweet was strange.
Like,
But when it comes to Iga, I just feel like she's really been like pushed on us. I feel like we're supposed to like her so much, and like she's this great player, da 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 da, and that's fine. Like she is. Like I cannot take anything away from her game. Technically, like she's very proficient.
Mm-hmm.
She's superseding a lot of records. She went on all these crazy win streaks. Clinical, clean,
grip.
strange grip. But at the end of the day, I just don't connect with her,
Which is fine.
And for me. Everything in life is about connection, especially sports. Do you know what I mean? Like you are a fan of somebody because you connect with them. Like I literally was weeping when Kobe Bryant passed because I connected with him. Do you know what I mean? Like it's about connect, and I just cannot connect with her. Like there's nothing really there for me. Like, and I really don't like the mousy voice.
I mean, I think that's completely fair in sports. Some people like the Lakers, some people like the Celtics, some people like the Dallas Cowboys,
Exactly.
some people don't like the Steelers.
But it doesn't.
It's the same thing.
It doesn't translate in tennis.
Yeah, they think it takes it very personal. Like you're making an attack on that person. In reality, I'm talking about somebody that hits a ball. Like we're talking about the athlete, not necessarily the person. You know.
we don't know the people. We know them as athletes.
Literally.
And
I don't know. Like, Iga's probably so fun at home and with her friends, but on the tennis court and in the pressers, she doesn't give that.
Yeah.
So,
Miss Collins, though.
You know, that's maybe a good place to kind of segue into our conversation about the women's round of 16 matches, because Collins was almost there, but we do have 8 matchups that I think are still good even without Collins. Are you guys ready to get into the women's round of 16 matches and talk about it?
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. We're going to go in order of like when they hit the court starting tomorrow, and then we'll go through the matches that are going to be played the next day in Australia. So let's start with world number 1, why don't we? Aryna Sabalenka, who's made it into the round of 16. I believe, if I picked up on a stat, this is her 4th consecutive time making it into the round of 16, which is an accomplishment. And
for sure.
Yeah. I mean, can we just stop for a second and admire like Sabalenka's career, because the beginning of that streak was 2022 and she couldn't get a serve in. Not one.
That was bad. That was really bad. I remember she had the yips.
She certainly turned it all the way around.
She sure did.
And she's been through a lot through it too. So I really think I initially wasn't that much of a Sabalenka fan.
Neither.
I've grown respect.
I got on the bandwagon right at the right time.
Because Yeah, we on the bandwagon.
Yeah, we got right on it. Right before she blew up, we were like, "Oh,
There we go."
doors
Because
closed."
she said what she did what she was gonna do.
She did.
Like,
She did.
she said, "Papa, I'm about to get this Grand Slam," and did.
Yeah.
Wasn't her goal like 3 before 25 or like 1 before 25? Something like that before 25.
We don't need to read the fine print.
But she did that,
She's doing it.
Read the fine
and she
print.
can.
She's doing it. Yeah. And she's so fun. She's so herself.
I love her TikToks.
Nike is finally giving her.
Do we want a moment of silence for TikTok? I never got into it, but do we want a moment of silence for TikTok?
That's for you guys in America. We still have TikTok. That's for y'all. We still have TikTok. So moment of silence for y'all.
Yeah, I wonder what am I gonna look at on TikTok? No, the Americans.
I never got too deep into it. So rest in peace to TikTok if it actually happens. Who knows what's going to happen over the next 8 years here in the United States?
I saw the CEO was being like super flattering to Trump recently.
Doesn't surprise me.
On his good side.
They're saying that Trump is gonna bring him back and be a hero.
Yeah, well, that'll do it.
Okay.
Sabalenka and Andreeva, though. Andreeva says she's tired of playing that girl.
They haven't played that much. I think she's just tired of losing to Sabalenka. So hopefully when they play tomorrow.
Beat her though.
But so Sabalenka and Andreeva have played quite a bit since 2023 Madrid. I believe that was their first time. And Sabalenka has owned that matchup except for the time that Mira Andreeva beat her in the 2024 Roland Garros semis. And I don't want to put an asterisk next to that because I didn't actually watch all of that match or remember that much of it, but everybody said that Sabalenka was well below par because she was sick. But that was the match that put Mira into the semifinals. So I'm interested to see like how she gains stuff from that win and kind of like justifies the matches she's lost to Sabalenka since then and kind of where her level is, you know?
I think that Andreeva is going to be a really big tennis player eventually, but I'm not necessarily sure if she's there yet, and I don't foresee her beating Sabalenka in this matchup.
I think she's come a long way in like the past year with her, like her mental, which I think was a huge issue for her, being so young and being very emotional and just being able to control her emotions under such high pressure. So I feel like this is like a true test for her
to see. Yeah. They have been saying that the court is playing slower, so that might be an advantage.
Someone even said that it was like a clay court.
So that might be an advantage.
That's so interesting because it has varied so much from what I've heard on people. And I think in general, court speed varies depending on how you play tennis and also what time of the day it is. But sometimes, okay, for example, because we're going to talk about these players eventually, like Pegula was one of the people that said the Australian Open Rod Laver court at night was playing slow. But then I just watched Madison Keys and Danielle Collins play on it, and it didn't look very slow to me.
It didn't look slow. But Ons also said it was slow.
Who?
Ons Jabeur. She said that the courts are playing slow as well.
Is Ons playing slow or are the courts playing slow?
I don't. Well, Jesus, he's yelling at us. So
I was gonna say I'm really happy with the level that Ons brought in her past two matches. Like I think she's on a.
Emma Navarro is another player that I really just can't get behind.
Does she?
So that was tough for me to see her be our African sister.
Literally. And it was in 3 sets. So at one point...
Ons had a lot of chances, but she didn't take them.
So you're saying you would have preferred Ons in the 4th round over Emma Navarro?
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
Hey, I like Ons too. I just, she is a lot to watch at the current moment. And having sat through 2 of her Wimbledon finals, like all the points of it, I still suffer.
But I think that Ons and Kasatkina would have been a more interesting matchup than Navarro and Kasatkina.
Such a fun matchup.
Wait.
But I definitely think Kasatkina is coming to beat Emma Navarro.
But anyway,
I think
we're going up.
Yeah, we don't have to necessarily stay in order, but I do want to talk about the matches that are coming up the quickest first. And then the next match after Sabalenka and Andreeva, which we think Sabalenka is going to handedly take. But I'm still going to keep my eyes on it.
No, I don't think it's going to be.
I think it'll be 3 sets.
Okay.
No, Mira's going to fight at least for 1.
What? No,
yes.
I expect to see Andreeva in tears tomorrow.
I think she'll be in tears after the 3rd set.
No, I expect to see her in tears by the 2nd game of the 2nd set, and looking over at the Conchita.
Yeah.
I like that relationship, by the way. The Mira Andreeva and Conchita Martinez thing.
So cute. It's one of my favorite coach player relationships.
It's so cute.
I want to see more women.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah. Somebody needs to hire Renee Stubbs.
Renee Okay.
That'll do it. And
what match is next, guys?
Let's see.
Coco
Let's go to Coco Golf. Nobody at home, if you're listening to the podcast version of this on my face, and you probably should be happy you didn't.
Definitely, for sure.
Okay, Coco Golf versus Belinda Bencic.
I would have loved for this to be Golf versus Osaka.
I know.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately, Osaka had to retire. The ab injury is back, it seems. And that made me really sad, honestly.
Because I think she would have.
Yo, she was hitting her groove in that match. Like, it was crazy. She was moving so well.
When she's on?
Yeah, like I feel like it had all clicked in that match. Like, she kept talking about in her pressers before, like, she's waiting for all to click. She feels like she's on the precipice of it clicking, da-da-da. And I feel like in that match, like, I actually saw it, like, clicking in real time.
You saw the gears just locked.
And then I think it over-clicked.
Mm.
And her body just couldn't keep up with that movement.
She did say in the press conference afterwards that the issue that's kind of been persistent for the past couple of tournaments now, because this is her third tournament in a row retiring. She said that issue is like in her ab, like torso area, and it kind of flares up sometimes. And I'm encouraged because it hasn't stopped her from playing completely. Because in the 3 tournaments that she's retired, she got wins before she retired. So like her level is elevating. It's just that her body is like presenting itself to be an obstacle now, which I don't know about you guys, but I never really associated Osaka with having injury issues until she said there's been this chronic issue. So now I'm wondering,
if it's the childbirth.
That could be very true.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Because I feel like
pregnancy related, and if she's just being a bit more cautious, knowing that she has been through a whole pregnancy.
Because she did say her pregnancy was tough.
Yeah.
And I feel like the 2 injuries I know that she's spoken about is the lower back and the abs, which have a lot to do with childbirth.
Yeah.
And I know that I don't actually know where she gave birth, but I know that in the United States, Black women more often than not have difficult childbirths because medical professionals tend not to listen to them. And so I wonder if maybe the complications have put a strain on her lower ab or her lower back.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look at the injuries that she's complaining about that are now chronic, that we never heard of before the baby, it has a lot to do with labor, I feel. Like pushing out a child would affect your abs and your lower back.
That'll do it.
That will literally do it. So, yeah, I mean, that was tough.
Yeah, I just got sad thinking about it because I'm trying to put it into perspective, but I also know that tennis is tough. Like, because like there's nobody else to pass the ball to when you got a little sprain. You got to go out and do it,
Not a you got to do it. You got to do it.
And towards the end, it was hard to see her like trying to serve, and she couldn't serve,
like,
and we just knew something was wrong.
Yeah, and she wanted to play. Like you could tell she wanted to play, and she just wasn't able to.
So Bencic.
Tough scenes, but
yeah,
we got Bencic playing Coco instead of Osaka.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, and this is probably like horrible of me as a tennis podcast host, but I didn't know that Belinda Bencic was back playing tennis. Like I thought she had done a couple like wild cards last year, and like when I saw this, I said, "What? How? Where?"
No, she's been on her comeback too.
Yeah, I know she's been on a comeback, but I didn't know she had come back. I think Coco's gonna finish her though.
Finish.
Like,
Coco's level is too high. Like,
have you guys watched all of Coco's matches?
The cutest fit of the tournament, dare I say?
Honestly, I wasn't
short and backless.
Hey,
I wasn't.
Come on, Freakum.
I wasn't on the cargo version, but when she popped out with the neon,
yellow?
I said, "Oh, you might have ate that one thing. You might have."
Nah, Coco and New Balance have been eating. I can't really lie to you.
They are.
I loved her U.S. Open fit. Her finals fit was also really good.
Yeah.
And then
The purple was good. Yeah.
great colors.
New Balance is doing it for me, honestly. But like, I think that this partnership with Matt Daly has really been transformative, honestly.
She fixed the forehand.
She did. And the service is looking good. And I think the belief is there as well.
Her defense goes crazy.
She, I think, had lost some of the self-belief with Brad Gilbert and was just really bogged down mentally, super like, I feel like it was just like a lot. Watching her play was like a mental struggle.
I think it must have gotten to the point where they were only talking about the problem.
Yeah.
And then she was like, I need a refresh.
Yeah. And she looks really refreshed. She looks really refreshed. And she looks like she's having fun. Like,
good fun. But good fun is easier to be had when you are like focused on the right things. And I feel like she is, especially with the fact that I keep seeing her check her grip before she serves. And that doesn't necessarily mean that every serve is going to be perfect, because she's had some hiccups in her match. But the fact that she's conscious about it and then also like executing the things she needs to do at the same time, like it takes a lot of effort and balance to be able to know you need to work on something while actively working on it and being in competition mode, because that's a lot of things to kind of balance. So to see her at not even 21 years old be able to balance all those things, the pressures of having, you know, different sponsorships that we just talked about, New Balance and stuff like that, the pressures of having that, and like people wanting to have expectations next to your name because you're a Grand Slam champion, and just wanting to achieve stuff for yourself, you're still balancing all of that. And I marvel at Coco. So like, I just talked her up, and now I just got scared if she loses to Belinda Bencic.
She cannot lose. She cannot lose to Belinda.
Happen.
That's not happening.
By God's grace, it won't happen.
Hey, we got faith in Coco. We got faith.
I mean, like, look at how she even she'd already obviously beaten Leylah Fernandez, right? But look at how she improved on that win. Do you know what I mean? Like she beat her better this time. Yeah. Like, I feel like she's in her groove right now. Like,
and Coco is extremely mentally strong.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, like the way she balances everything, being the star that she is, she's like
very level-headed for her age.
Extremely level-headed. She's the number one in America, which is a huge deal. America's like a big place, and they take their stars seriously.
They don't play about them.
But I think her support system, her mom, her dad, everyone around her, even the other American players that she's always hanging out with, they seem to have a really good community, and I think that keeps her very
for sure
grounded.
And I think that also the retirement puts Belinda at a disadvantage because I think playing a full match with Naomi may have better equipped her to deal with Coco. Yeah. But I think that short match play where it was kind of like up and down, Naomi came back, and I think that she's at a disadvantage. Honestly, I think she's on the back foot.
I think she'd be a little bit less sure of herself. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't a decisive win.
Yeah, for sure. Because Naomi is technically undefeated right now. So.
Hey, isn't that something? She hasn't lost a completed match. So, hey.
No, she hasn't. The stats say what the stats say.
Okay.
Okay, let's get back into the schedule for the rest of the women's round of 16 matches, because I do want to get to the men's as well. Let's go with Paula Badosa and Olga Danilovic. Danilovic is the conqueror of Jessica Pegula in a really dramatic fashion. It was a 2-set match, but Danilovic had some power on her. And I saw a Twitter user describe her game as like languid and like fluid. And all of that was on display. Like the lefty forehand was doing its thing. And she found herself in the fourth round against, I think Paula Badosa is a fave for one of you guys. I'm not sure which one. Is she one of you guys' faves?
Do you mean like the opposite of fave? August of last year, I didn't think that she could play tennis.
Oh.
Like the opposite.
So I made that up. I made that up. Gotcha.
She also has some weird comments that she's made about things to do with the race.
Yeah, she's
not our fave.
No.
Hey,
she has to prove
I'll strike it from the record.
Yeah.
Electric chair.
And I really don't like the dangly earrings. They really
it really annoys.
Wait, she still wears those
earrings?
I wouldn't know because I don't watch her.
Fair
play,
enough.
But
because I thought about it, and I was like, is she? Because they get tangled up in your hair sometimes. Okay. So yeah.
Personality aside, though, I do like the way she plays when she's on. She plays a very like athletic, physical game,
and she's very determined,
very aggressive. But yeah,
I'm glad to see her back.
because she at one point after Indian Wells last year thought that she was never going to be able to play because her doctors really didn't think that it was possible. I don't know what they gave her, but here
She
is.
said she was getting some injections in her back, which, given what we've learned about injections and contaminations lately, my ears to the wind just a little bit. My ears to the wind. Like, what's okay?
You recovered quick.
She needs to be careful.
Yeah. Not allegedly, not not to put anything out there, but we just gotta allegedly. Where's the allegedly button? Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be a good match. Honestly, I think Badosa and Danilovic is a good matchup. I think it'll be a very interesting match. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't have a favorite for it. I don't really care how it goes, to be honest.
I'm with Danilovic. I like that she's continuing
a legacy,
this Serbian tennis culture that Djokovic has worked so hard to create. I love that video where he was behind the backstage, and I don't know what they call it, under the court, watching the match,
player section,
and love it. He was cheering tennis.
Yeah, I do think that Myles is not a huge Djokovic fan, but I do.
Did it read on my face or something? Because I wasn't even saying anything.
But what Djokovic has done for Serbian tennis, I think, cannot be understated.
And it's great that we're seeing another Serbian.
Yeah, because there's also Kecmanovic, right?
Kecmanovic, he just played a 5-setter against Holger Rune, which we'll talk about later.
No, but he almost won that. I was a bit surprised that he wasn't able to pull that through. But when Holgi gets his back against the wall, he pulls them legs out.
Holgi? Is that your nickname for Holger Rune? Holgi?
Yes, that's what we call him on this side of town.
I would imagine that after years and years of funding Serbian tennis, Djokovic is super proud of
and still playing. Sure. How old is Djokovic now? 38?
37? 38. Him and Gael Monfils are not the same age. They are.
Yeah, they are.
We're gonna circle back to the men because we got some more women's to get through. And I was interested to know if you guys care about this next matchup, Vekic versus Pavlyuchenkova.
Vekic is always a problem, and I know she's always a player to watch.
Yeah, I feel like her ranking should be higher.
I think her ranking should be higher, but I do not care about this matchup.
Yeah, I have to be honest. After Vekic did some weird stuff last year around when everybody was hating on Qinwen Zheng, and she made those weird comments.
What'd she say again?
And then liked one of those like a racist comment on something. Yeah, so she's kind of been on my iffy list. But I like her style of play.
I will say she always got a great watch on.
Yeah, she looks like a kindergarten teacher. She doesn't really look athletic to me.
I'm talking about her watch.
Yeah, that's fine. But
she always had a watch on. Her jewelry is always top tier.
Yeah, because she has.
I don't think I'd ever put two and two together, Bems, but now I see it.
Yeah, she looks like really
even when she's in aggressive mode, her face is just
she's not. She doesn't give me
I do appreciate the dramatics because Donna Vekic is my Cancerian sister. I think she's a June Cancer and I'm a July Cancer. And there's a certain level of drama that just kind of sort of follows us and is in the veins. And she plays like that. She plays like every point is just like, oh, I can't believe I'm out here.
And start walking back to the baseline. I'm like, Donna.
And then she gets really rosy in the cheeks and it just looks very overheated.
Pavlyuchenkova, I don't really know. I don't have much.
She's streaky.
To say about her.
Pavlyuchenkova.
Wait, Pavlyuchenkova.
There we go.
So she can't say it. Pavlyuchenkova.
That wasn't a good opportunity. That you didn't walk into it with strength right there. That wasn't a good one.
But I had you thinking that was the correct pronunciation for a second.
We let you slide. We let you slide for a couple of times. We was like, okay.
I pride myself on being able to say all these Russian names.
No, she doesn't play about the Eastern European name pronunciation. She'll play about it. She got it locked in.
Danilovic.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Pavlyuchenkova.
But did you see the, speaking of our next matchup.
Right back now.
Did you see the commentator who couldn't say her name?
Yeah, she was like
something like that.
What would she say? Right back.
Honestly, as much as that is really wrong, I do enjoy seeing it happen to a white name for once.
Oh yeah.
Because they do it to us all the time and like really don't be caring. But I like that she said
And
whatever
it's like
it is.
if you can say Pavlyuchenkova, you can say an African name.
Asante.
It's very.
It's not difficult. Yeah. But Rybakina and Keys is going to be
Great.
I feel sorry for the balls, honestly. Let me just say that.
Big hitters.
I am sorry for the balls on that court.
Are you sorry for maybe possibly Rybakina's health? Because apparently in her third round match against Yastrzemska, she had a back issue.
Yeah, she had
and she's injured. And she was talking about how the doctor said they're going to try and do something, but they only have like a day and a half. So she's not sure what they can really do.
Listen,
so we shall see.
What I'll say is this.
She needed one of them for injections.
Struggle to support Madison Keys.
I thought you were going to say Rybakina. I thought we were going down the same street.
No, I struggle to support Madison Keys because I, like you, like to root for everybody black, but I do not like when somebody I would like to root for being black doesn't want to be rooted for being black because they're just Maddie.
She wants to be rooted for as biracial?
No, she wants to be rooted for as just Maddie.
Oh, okay.
I am balancing right now in my mind. Do I want to go into that conversation? Because I feel like you guys would have good insight on that conversation. I just don't know if we have enough time on the podcast. Because part of me wants to. Part of me does like. Part of me really just supports Madison Keys. She's a really good tennis player. But I also part of me, those comments she made about like, you know, where she is in her. What's the word I want to use?
Her racial
identity as a biracial woman. It is a little difficult to digest, but those comments also came in 2015 and we're in 2025. So I sometimes I'm like,
she hasn't given us comments to the contrary. That's my thing.
That's a good argument though.
And here's the thing. Being biracial, it is true. You are just as much white as you are black. That is
in
fine.
theory.
In theory. However, in the context and construct of race in the United States of America, where just Maddie is from,
speak on it.
I think that it is very harmful to make such statements because the underlying message is that you don't want to be known as black. That is what you're. That is, and
that's what's under there.
No one's ever going to take it as you don't want to be known as white. That's no one's going to take that because that is the prevalent race in society. That is the race with most of the social capital, with most of the social privilege, etc. So if you say that you don't want to be known as either, no one's going to be like, oh, she doesn't want us to think she's white. Everyone's going to be like, oh, she doesn't want to think that she's black. And what does that say about blackness? And I think that it is harmful to say, I had the same issue with Tiger Woods. It is harmful to say on those platforms, especially in sports like tennis and golf that are so predominantly white. I think it is very harmful to blackness and the black community to make such statements. And you have every right to be just Maddie, but the connotation and the way that you say it, you need to be mindful of those things. And I just didn't appreciate those statements, albeit they were 10 years ago. I think that the ramifications and some of the conversations that started because of it are still being felt today. Yeah, I don't think that she should have said that.
And it's kind of like an opt-out from representing
exactly
who you automatically are going to represent because you look like a black person.
Do you know what I'm saying? And like, also, let's not forget, like, what, and like, so for example, the reason why I'm saying that this is like so like is because of look what happened to Taylor Townsend as a black woman in the sport. Y'all are coming out the same USTA. Like, I feel like these little comments, like, they add up in other places in other ways. And yeah, you can be just Maddie, but unfortunately, because of the whole setup of racial constructs in the United States of America, it is actually harmful to say that. And so I think that
it's irresponsible.
It's really irresponsible.
Yeah.
I think it's really irresponsible. In any case, I hope that she beats Rybakina because at the end of the day, she is a black girl, and so am I. Whether she knows it or wants to claim it or not, she's one of us. So I guess. But I don't like that she said that. And I'm never really going to get over it until she says something.
Until she comes in and says something with her chest to the opposite effect. Yeah.
I'll just let y'all know from my perspective, she looks very happy with her current coach and husband, and she loves coffee.
True.
I'm going to let Maddie be Maddie.
She said she's now an expert. She said she's now an expert on marriage after being married for 2
I'm going to let her have it. I'm going to let her have it. Because who am I to say she's not?
Her words, not mine. Who are any of
Has Ben
us?
Shelton ever commented on his race? No, right?
He black.
That'll do it.
Also zipping my lips. We'll get to Ben Shelton. He's on the list as well. We can scoot through these last 3 rounds of 16 matches before we take a quick break, because either I'm not super interested, or I think I know how they're gonna go. Kudermetova versus Svitolina. Veronika Kudermetova at that. When was the last time y'all heard her name?
Since her sister popped up above her, I haven't heard about it.
It's been a long time.
She said, "Hold on, I'm the big sis. You sit down." She said, "I'm Big Mama. This is my house."
Big Mama, Big Mama.
And I love Svitolina for a long time, and I want her to win. And I love that both her and Gael are into the 4th round.
But I don't like that Svitolina.
You like Svitolina?
That's our Ghanaian.
I love Svitolina.
She loves Svitolina. I don't like what she did to our Ghanaian sister today, though. I have to say that.
What happened? Oh, with the bagel. Ooh, yeah.
With anything.
The bagel was rough.
What happened to Paulini?
She has an injury. Her knee.
Okay.
It's been bothering
her. So she couldn't move as she would normally.
She actually hasn't been moving that well in the off season.
I slick thought she was going to win. I thought Svitolina was not going to show up for that match, and Paulini had a decent draw.
Because Svitolina is not the most powerful player.
She grunt like she is, though.
More very defensive.
She really grunts.
She tries, but I
saw her at US Open. I said, "You are loud."
And the ball don't be bouncing before the service line.
But I like her era of white girl tennis players. Very defensive.
Very Wozniacki. She is.
Yes, I love Wozniacki.
So they're not going to be here.
Kudermetova and Svitolina is another Russian versus Ukrainian matchup, and more power to everybody involved. A non-Russian. Well, this is a Russian player, but they don't have to worry about handshakes. Daria Kasatkina versus Emma Navarro. They're going to be out there for at least 2.5 hours, at least.
It's going to be so long.
Kasatkina is such a tricky player. I love her game. It's like she's kind of like a tennis.
Oh, I'm noticing a trend. You like some court craft and some wizardry on the court. I see it.
I like some. Give me a little something, a little personality.
She doesn't like the straightforward stuff.
No, I like the players, but I also like.
She likes a bit of this.
But I like different people.
For those of you listening, that was a very aggressive hand wave in all sorts of angles.
I feel like that match has the potential to be super interesting, but also has the potential to be like I don't know what to
annoying.
Say. Yeah, like not quite hitting the spot, but like almost hitting the spot, but like not quite hitting the spot, but like
it could be boring because sometimes I feel like Emma Navarro is such a tense player,
and she likes going through sets. For whatever reason,
they don't seem to flow in a way that's like, ooh, you really build with the match. It just seems like she's really tense, and then somehow she wins, or
especially
she doesn't. But then you still don't know how you felt about this whole match.
Yeah,
not a lot of emotion from her.
I don't love watching her play. Can't lie.
She's solid, but I think she likes the battles of a 3-set. Like Emma Navarro likes to be out there for a second, more than a second, and kind of, build the point.
She likes match play.
She's extremely fit.
She's a player that likes to play matches. Like she plays matches. She likes to.
Kasatkina is a player who when I first started watching her, I didn't think she was fit and athletic. And that's when I got into her game and realized that it's not about that for her. It's about like her skill. The tricks that she plays, she changes the pace. She's doing different shots. Love it, and I hope she wins.
Do you hope Iga Swiatek wins against Eva Lise, the lucky loser from Germany?
No, I want the underdog story to continue.
I want Swiatek out of the draw. Actually, I don't want to see her past the round of 16. Actually,
I think Eva Lise's story is so crazy.
It's so cool,
and I love
getting on court with less than 10 minutes notice, no warm up.
And then taking the win, and then now you're into the fourth round
of 16.
And she has to change her flight again because she changed it to like tomorrow. I think
her flight was for tomorrow. Yeah.
I hope she's cool with Delta or somebody.
Hello.
Well,
she needs to use some miles.
I mean, hey, Eva Lise, do your big one against Iga. If it works out for you, then you've made some extra money on your trip to Australia. And if you lose, you can say you lost to Iga Swiatek at the Australian Open.
Has Iga won the Australian Open?
She has not.
Yeah. I don't want her to win the Australian
This one or ever.
Ever. But I will say that again, as good as she is, as technically profound as she is, I just don't enjoy watching it. It's almost like watching a robot. But people also get on me when I say that because I'm a Sinner fan. But it's different. So
It's just different, right?
He's a tennis bot.
You're a tennis bot. How about that?
How about
Now what?
how about all three of our how about all three of our tennis bots take a quick break? Actually, we're gonna cut this episode into two because we've given you a lot to digest. But before we take the whole plate away from you, we're gonna give you a part 2 about the men's round of 16. And I want you to get back on the next episode to talk about that. Okay, so we're gonna take a break. This is the end of part 1 about the round of 16 at the Australian Open 2025. Thank you for listening to Tuned Into Tennis, and I will see you on the very next episode. So don't go too far from your devices. It's the very next episode. Step into it.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
See you soon.
Bye, yappers.
Sorry, we're yappers.